In this video we will talk about the signs your husband doesn't value you anymore. Marriages have their ups and downs. It's not one long drawn-out honeymoon period. Tough times are inevitable. There's a difference between going through hard times and living in a constant state of them. Hard times should eventually pass. With love and effort, you get through them. Without love and effort, relationships fall apart. 20 signs your husband doesn't value you. 1. He dismisses your opinions. A husband who dismisses your opinions doesn't value you. In fact, this list can apply to any gender. Just know that the person you marry or partner should value your opinions. They can't value you otherwise. 2. He makes important decisions without talking to you about them. Husbands who don't value their spouses will make decisions on their own. If he buys a major purchase without the first word to you, that's not okay. Important decisions should be made together. Anything else shows that he values his own needs and opinions more than the relationship. If he doesn't value you, you'll see this happen in many situations. You'll see it come into play in your finances in particular, but it could also come up with career and even education decisions. He shows you over and over again that your opinion is not a key factor in his decisions. 3. He speaks disrespectfully to you. This is one of the main signs your husband doesn't value you. If he calls names, yells, or treats you with disrespect, he clearly doesn't value you. That's not the way you speak to someone you care about. That's the way you speak to someone you care nothing about. Think about that. Do you want your spouse to be a person who walks all over you or who stands beside you no matter what? The answer might be obvious, but your next step might be less so. Do you want to attempt to salvage the relationship and learn better communication skills together? You can't do it alone. 4. He prefers time alone over time spent with you. There's little lonelier than being in a relationship and yet feeling completely cut off from the world. 5. He no longer shows any affection to you. Affection is one of the first things to go. Say goodbye to the pet names, the cute memes, and the sweet gifts. Even emojis might exit the relationship. All types of affection decrease until you wonder where it all went. It's not just work stress or life stress. It seems to be gone for good. Not only that, but when you tell him you need more affection, he's dismissive. He doesn't value you, and his actions are screaming louder than words. 6. He cheats on you. If he cheats on you, he doesn't respect or value you. Period. The end. Any cheating for any reason is a sign he doesn't value you. No excuse will justify it. If he valued you, he wouldn't be sleeping with someone else. 7. He micro-cheats on you. Let's take a minute to talk about the micro-cheaters. Micro-cheating happens when someone sends flirty or inappropriate messages to someone they're interested in even though they are in a relationship with someone else. If your husband has attractive social media friends, that's fine. If he's talking to them about your problems, it's not. It's micro-cheating. Let's be clear, there's nothing micro about micro-cheating. It's wrong. If he's swinging from branch to branch assessing a backup plan for when things are over. He's forming emotional attachments even if they aren't getting physical. It's still cheating on the relationship. It's still cheating on you. 8. He won't make time for you. Does he have time for everyone and everything else but you? This is common when he no longer values you. He takes the time to do what he values doing. If you don't make that list, the things he's supposed to do with you will likely get crossed right off like they don't matter. Because they don't, to him. If he won't make time to spend with you or talk to you, he's not showing that he values you. This doesn't mean he should drop everything whenever you want him to, but it is important that he find time for you in his life. Otherwise, wouldn't you be better off alone? 9. He breaks his promises. A man who no longer values you will break his promises. Those vows to love, honor, and cherish, well, those are all broken now. In sickness and in health, those are broken, too. You wonder what the point of vows even were if he wasn't going to follow them. The broken promises break trust in the relationship. Over time, there's no relationship left, just a legally binding agreement you are likely tempted to dissolve. What are you staying for if all the good promises are broken? 10. He makes plans without including you. He plans things that just don't include you. The tickets he got to the big game, he didn't buy one for you. The concert he wanted to go to, he's got an excuse why you can't go. The family reunion he's going to next weekend, that's not for spouses. There's always a reason you're being left out, but that doesn't mean they're good ones. His plans to leave you out aren't unintentional. You are just not important anymore. He doesn't feel a need to make you feel included. It's as if he's single even though he most certainly is not.